Thank you for tuning in to What in the World is Going On. I'm your host, Burl McQueen. Today we're going to take an in-depth look at America's economic state. As we navigate through a rapidly changing global landscape, understanding the difficult situation of America's economic state has never been more crucial. From the impacts of inflation and supply chain disruption to the ongoing challenges posed by labor shortages and shifting consumer behaviors, the economy is a complex web of factors influencing every aspect of our daily lives. This in-depth exploration aims to unravel the gravity of the current economic situation in the United States, shedding light on the underlying trends and policies shaping our financial future. Whether you're a business owner, investor, or simply a curious citizen, this comprehensive analysis will provide valuable insight into how America's 21st century economic state affects not only national prosperity, but also your financials and quality of life. Join us as we dive deep into the numbers, dissect the narratives, and explore the potential pathways forward in these uncertain times. The first thing we will talk about is, number one, the current economic indicators. To truly grasp the current state of America's economy, it's crucial to analyze key economic indicators that provide insight into its performance and trajectory. One of the primary indicators is the gross domestic product, which serves as a broad measure of economic activity. Recent reports indicate that the GDP has shown moderate growth, suggesting resilience amidst inflation and supply chain disruptions. Another vital metric is the unemployment rate, which has fluctuated in recent months, currently hovering around pre-pandemic levels. This rate reflects the labor market's recovery, although disparities remain across different sectors and demographics. Wage growth has also been a focal point, as many workers demand higher salaries to keep up with the rising cost of living. Inflation rates, measured through the Consumer Price Index, have reached levels not seen in decades, raising concerns among consumers and policymakers alike. This price surge has impacted everything from grocery bills to housing costs, prompting the Federal Reserve to consider adjustments in monetary policies to stabilize the economy. Additionally, consumer spending remains a critical indicator. Recent data suggests a cautious optimism among consumers, with spending slightly increasing as more people return to in-person activities. However, this is tempered by rising interest rates and the uncertainty surrounding potential economic slowdowns. In summary, these economic indicators, GDP growth, unemployment rates, inflation levels, and consumer spending, paint a complex picture of America's economy today. While observing these metrics, we can better understand the underlying forces shaping our financial landscape and anticipate future trends. Secondly, we will discuss the impact of inflation on consumers and businesses. Inflation, a term that has become increasingly prevalent in recent economic discussions, significantly impacts both consumers and businesses, reshaping the landscape of America's economy. As prices rise, the purchasing power of consumers diminishes, leading to a palatable shift in spending habits. Everyday essentials, from groceries to gasoline, become more expensive, forcing families to tighten their budgets and prioritize their needs over wants. This shift can lead to a decline in discretionary spending, impacting not only just individual households, but the broader economy as well. The implication of inflation are multifaceted. On one hand, rising costs can squeeze profit margins as companies grapple with increased expenses for raw materials, labor, and transportation. Many businesses may respond by passing these costs on to consumers through price hikes, further exacerbating the inflationary cycle. This can create a challenging environment for small businesses that may lack the financial flexibility of larger corporations, putting their survival at risk. Moreover, inflation can distort market perception and consumer confidence. When consumers feel uncertain about future prices, they may delay purchases, leading to a slowdown in economic activity. For businesses, especially those reliant on consumer spending, this can create a ripple effect. Fewer sales leads to lower revenues, which may result in cost-cutting measures, such as layoffs or reduced investments in growth. In summary, inflation serves as a double-edged sword, affecting consumers by eroding their purchasing power and influencing businesses by complicating their operation landscapes. As America navigates these turbulent economic waters, understanding the nuances of inflation is crucial for both consumers and entrepreneurs alike, as it shapes decisions that will have lasting repercussions on the economy overall health. Third, we are going to discuss supply chain disruptions, causes, and consequences. Supply chain disruptions have become a defining feature of America's economic landscape in recent years, revealing vulnerabilities that may have previously overlooked. The COVID-19 pandemic acted as a catalyst, exposing the fragility of global supply chains and the interdependence among industries. With factory closures, sudden labor shortages, and restrictive lockdown measures, the flow of goods was severely impaired. This led to a cascade of issues, delays in shipping, increased costs for raw materials, and ultimately empty shelves in stores. One of the core causes of these disruptions lie in the just-in-time inventory system that many companies have adopted to minimize costs and maximize efficiency. While this approach proved effective in stable economic conditions, it left businesses ill prepared for unexpected shocks. As demand surged post-pandemic, the lack of inventory to meet sudden consumer needs created a perfect storm. Moreover, ongoing geopolitical tensions and trade policies have further complicated supply routes as companies grapple with tariffs and restrictions that alter the cost-benefit dynamics of sourcing materials globally. The consequences of these disruptions extended far beyond short-term inconveniences. Consumers face rising prices as businesses pass on increased costs, leading to inflationary pressures that ripple throughout the economy. Additionally, industries reliant on stable supply chains, such as construction and manufacturing, have been forced to adjust their timelines and project scopes, leading to delays and impacts on overall economic growth. Business owners are now evaluating their operations, seeking to diversify suppliers and invest in resilience, while consumers are becoming more aware of the complexities involved in the products they purchase. Ultimately, understanding supply chain disruption is crucial for grasping the current economic state of America. The lessons learned from these challenges may shape future business strategies and consumer behavior as both sectors work to navigate an increasingly interconnected and unpredictable world. Moving forward, this in-depth understanding will be vital in addressing the ongoing impacts and preparing for potential future disruptions. Number 4, we're going to discuss labor market trends, its challenges and opportunities. The labor market in America today presents a fascinating landscape marked by both challenges and opportunities, reflecting the complex dynamics of a post-pandemic economy. As the nation rebounds from months of lockdowns and disruptions, we see a shifting workforce grappling with issues that simultaneously hinder and propel economic growth. One of the most significant trends is the tight labor market, characterized by a high demand for workers in certain sectors, such as technology, healthcare, and skilled trades. Employers across these industries are often finding it difficult to fill positions, leading to increased wages and attractive benefit packages aimed at attracting talent. This phenomenon has created a golden opportunity for job seekers, particularly those with specialized skills or relevant experience, to negotiate better terms and find roles that align more closely with their career aspirations. However, the labor market is not without its challenges. Many workers, particularly those in lower wage sectors or those who were disproportionately affected by the pandemic, are facing barriers to re-enter the workforce. Issues such as child care availability, health concerns, and a lack of access to training programs can make it difficult for these individuals to find stable employment. Additionally, the pandemic has accelerated the trend of remote work, prompting a reevaluation of work-life balance and reshaping job expectations, which can be both a boon and a challenge for employers. Moreover, the rise of the gig economy has introduced both flexibility and instability for many workers. While freelance and contract work offers the freedom to choose hours and projects, it also often lacks the security and benefits associated with traditional employment. This dual nature of the labor market underscores the need for policies that address worker protection and equitable access to employment opportunities. As we navigate this evolving landscape, it is clear that understanding labor market trends is crucial for both workers and employers. By identifying, challenging, and seizing opportunities, we can work toward a more resilient economy that benefits all participants in the labor force. The interplay between supply and demand in the job market will continue to shape America's economic state, making it imperative for stakeholders at all levels to adapt and innovate in response to these changes. The fifth thing we are discussing is government policies and their economic implications. In understanding the intricate fabric of America's current economic state, it's essential to examine the role of government policies and their far-reaching implications. In recent years, a range of legislation measures have been enacted to address various economic challenges, from inflation to unemployment and beyond. These policies often aim to stimulate growth, support businesses, or provide relief to struggling households, but their effectiveness and consequences can vary significantly. For instance, fiscal policies, including tax cuts and increased government spending, are designed to inject liquidity into the economy, encouraging consumer spending and investment. However, while these measures can foster short-term growth, they can also lead to increased national debt if not managed prudently. The balance between stimulating the economy and maintaining fiscal responsibility is a delicate one, and policymakers must navigate this tightrope very carefully. Monetary policy also plays a critical role in shaping the economic landscape. Decisions made by the Federal Reserve regarding interest rates can influence everything from borrowing costs to inflation rates. In the wake of economic downturns, the Fed may lower interest rates to encourage spending and investment, but this can also lead to asset bubbles and long-term inflationary pressures. Conversely, raising rates to combat inflation can dampen growth and increase the cost of borrowing for consumers and businesses alike. Furthermore, regulatory policies can have significant implications for various sectors, including technology, healthcare, and finance. Stricter regulations may protect consumers and promote fair competition, but can also stifle innovation and increase operational costs for businesses. The ongoing debate around the balance of regulation and deregulation is central to America's economic discourse, as stakeholders weigh the benefits of consumer protection against the need for a dynamic and competitive marketplace. As we navigate these complex dynamics, it's clear that government policies have a profound impact on America's economic trajectory. Understanding these implications is crucial for citizens, businesses, and investors alike as they seek to make informed decisions in an ever-evolving economic landscape. The intersection of policies and economics is not just a matter of theory. It shapes the lives of millions and will continue to do so as we look to the future. Number 6, looking ahead, potential solutions and future outlook. As we navigate the complexities of today's economic landscape, understand the gravity of our current situation is only the first step. Looking ahead, it's crucial to identify potential solutions that can help steer America toward a more stable and prosperous future. Policymakers are increasingly focused on a range of strategies aimed at fostering sustainable growth, from investing in green technologies to reforming tax policies that encourage innovation and entrepreneurship. One promising avenue lies in infrastructure investment. By revitalizing aging transportation networks, expanding broadband access in underserved areas, and investing in renewable energy projects, we can recreate jobs while simultaneously modernizing the economy. These initiatives not only address immediate employment concerns, but also lay the groundwork for long-term economic resilience. Moreover, the future outlook hinges on the necessity for comprehensive education and workforce development programs. As industries evolve, equipping workers with the skills needed to strive in a rapidly changing job market becomes paramount. By prioritizing education, that emphasizes STEM fields, vocational training, and lifelong learning, we can ensure a workforce that meets the demands of tomorrow's economy. Another key aspect is the promotion of small businesses, which are often the backbone of the American economy. Providing easier access to capital, reducing regulatory burdens, and offering incentives and entrepreneurship can invigorate local economies and drive innovation. Supporting diverse businesses ownership can also help bridge economic disparities, fostering a more inclusive economic environment. In summary, while Americans' economic state may seem daunting, there is a pathway forward filled with potential solutions that can lead to a more prosperous future. By investing in infrastructure, prioritizing education, and supporting small businesses, we can not only address the challenges we face today, but also create a resilient economy that strives for generations to come. The key lies in embracing collaboration across sectors, prompting innovative thinking, and fostering a spirit of adaptability as we step into the future. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like and subscribe.